So, Ohio State and Michigan is a great rivalry, and it started in 1918. And we have had a rivalry game every year since, except for 1 year. We don't talk about that year. Anyway, the Ohio State and Michigan Brawl happened November 30th, 2024. 31 degrees, and a wind chill to make it feel like 23 degrees. A perfect matchup. Ohio State ranked number 2 at 10-1, and the 6-5 unranked Michigan Wolverines, who recently won the championship and are failing because they're not cheating anymore. It was a perfect game. First quarter, only points go to Jaden Fielding with his first and only field goal of the game, 29-yarder, and it's his first of 3 tries to get a field goal, so that's kind of embarrassing. Then in the second quarter, Howard throws a what should have been pick 6 straight to the Wolverine defense, which turned into a touchdown, so it all worked out 2 plays later, which was a run by Khalil Mullings. Remember this name for later. You're going to need it. In the second quarter, Dominic Zavada gets the field goal leading to the Wolverines' final points until second quarter, 35 seconds left. Howard throws a touchdown to Jeremiah Smith, and then Howard throws his first of 2 interceptions. But no worries, because the Wolverines throw an interception. The Buckeyes' offense are now in the red zone. There's no way they don't score. Right? Another interception by the Wolverines, and a bunch of punts later, we are down to this. 21 yards, 48 seconds. The Buckeyes' home stadium. 4th down. And what do you know? Zavada makes the kick. What did you think was going to happen? Why would I make this video if the Buckeyes won? Who cares if they lose? And then the Buckeyes froze incomplete, and the Wolverines win. Right? Not exactly. There's a player who kicked out.
That's what we are. That's what Michigan does, man.
But that is still Wolverines ball, victory formation, and the Wolverines win. Right? My friend, it was only the beginning. Derek Moore plants the Michigan flag, and the Buckeyes after the big win, for the big game, And that was the worst mistake of his life. Ohio State burst from out of the locker room. I mean, complete burst out of the locker room. The number 22 of the Wolverines, Tavir Dunlap, is on the top left corner of your screen with the Michigan flag, and he runs and plants it for a second time. Now, Tavir wasn't the person that planted the flag twice. I mean, somebody else missed. Derek Moore. Not that good at planting flags, both of them. Now, I would say if Tavir didn't plant the flag again, it would have been one and done. You have the Buckeyes, hating and absolutely wanting to poop all over the Wolverines. But a second time? It's a little bit too much, man. But Tavir's never going to plant it for a second time because Devin Brown saves the day and he snatches the flag, and we have no more fighting, right? Michigan's getting mad at Ohio State? What? Pushing and shoving for a minute, and the Michigan taunts Ohio State. I mean, after getting your butt kicked and then complaining like you're like a little baby is crazy, and then taunting. Whatever. I mean, you tried planting a flag twice and you missed both times. At least Baker Mayfield did on the first try. And then Ohio State comes back to try and get into Michigan for the 3rd time, but don't do any pushing or shoving. And anyway, you remember Khalil Mullings? That guy? Here's his interview.
Khalil, I know it's a lot to ask you just reflect on the scenes that we just witnessed. What's going through your head right now?
Yeah, it was for such a great game. You hate to see stuff like that after the game. It's just bad for sport, bad for college football. But at the end of the day, some people gotta learn how to lose, man. You can't be fighting this stuff just because you lost the game. All that fighting. We had 60 minutes, we had 4 quarters to do all that fighting, and now people want to talk and fight. That's wrong. It's just bad for the game. Classless, in my opinion. And people gotta be better.
You were such a difference maker today, and I know you spoke to me this week about how much this rivalry means to you. For you guys to do it again, how proud are you of what your team did on the field today?
I'm so proud of all the boys out here, all the boys at home, the entire program. Through the ups and downs, fighting all season. We haven't necessarily had the season that we wanted to have, but through going through those ups and downs, some things don't change. And we came out knowing what we had to do, knowing that it was possible, and if we played our game and did what we needed to do, we could come out with a win, and we did just that. So thank you so much.
Now I get people that say Ryan Day said that Ohio State would hang 100 on Michigan or whatever, but you have to understand a push is more forceful than words. Actions are louder than words, so I get the meaning. At least Tavir suffered the consequences of his actions and got pepper sprayed. Psst. This is me editing this video. It is not right that he got pepper sprayed, and I despise people who pepper sprayed him. Also despise people that pepper spray other people, and it was completely wrong. Anyway, back to the video. Remember, this is a turning point in the rivalry where Ohio State will win the next time and plant their flag, and we get a part 2. Just one comment, though. But we can't hold on to the grudge that happened over 50 years ago. But it was a great game played that I enjoyed. Just learn to respect someone after you win, and respect them if you lose. Don't be mad if you win. Well, why would you be mad after you win? Anyway, my official thoughts on this video. Yes, I can't say thoughts. It's hard to say, I'm sorry. But anyway, my official thoughts on this game. There's a lot less action than I think everybody wanted. I think we all just wanted a big scoring game, but it didn't really work out. But I mean, it was still a good rivalry game in the midst. I mean, it was a pretty good, fun ending, but the fight at the end was a little bit unnecessary. I think we could have went without that. And I think both teams need to learn from their mistakes. So, don't plant a flag in Ohio State's stadium. But if you're Baker Mayfield, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, Baker Mayfield. You'll always be safe in Ohio State, man. Now, I'm not an Ohio State fan. I've actually never publicly said what my favorite college team is. Actually, some people know. Redbird Post. I'm talking to you, man. Anyway, I mean, it was kind of unnecessary, but, at the same time, it was also a fun game, and, I mean, we could have went without the pepper spray, we could have went without the fighting, we could have went without a lot of stuff in this game, but, I mean, we all wanted a high-scoring game, which is not what we got, but at least we had our nails biting, and it wasn't a complete blowout. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe.